So there we were, my family gathered around the kitchen, flipping through the pages of a new recipe book my mom had picked up from a little bookstore downtown. It was filled with all sorts of exotic dishes, but we decided to ease into it with something familiar, lasagna. My brother was in charge of the sauce, my dad was layering noodles like a pro, and I was grating cheese with the enthusiasm of someone who just discovered that cheese makes everything better. Everything seemed perfectly normal, until my sister exclaimed that she saw a face forming in the bubbling lasagna. Now, we all paused and looked at her like she just claimed to see Elvis in the marinara. But sure enough, as we leaned in closer, the bubbles in the lasagna began to resemble a face. It was like seeing shapes in clouds, only this was a feast instead of a sky. My dad, ever the skeptic, said it was just a coincidence, but then the lasagna face did something we didn't expect. It spoke. "More cheese, please," it bubbled, in a voice that sounded suspiciously like our neighbor, Mr. Henderson. We all looked at each other, half in shock, half giggling at the absurdity of it all. My brother, who never missed an opportunity to be the comedian, decided to indulge the talking lasagna, dumping another handful of cheese on top. Instead of satisfaction, the lasagna face seemed to frown as the cheese dripped down its bubble-formed cheeks. "More cheese, please," it insisted again, a bit more urgently this time. By now, we had gone through almost all of our cheese stash. The absurdity of the situation began to dawn on us, and we couldn't help but laugh at how ridiculous it all was, standing around a pot of lasagna that demanded more dairy. Finally, as we ran out of cheese and the lasagna face continued its relentless chant, my mom had an epiphany. She picked up the phone and ordered a pizza. As we all sat down to enjoy our dinner with pepperoni instead of provolone, my dad chuckled and said, "Well, it looks like the lasagna had a pretty good idea after all."